The health department has reported an increase in the number of COVID-19 cases. Since Saturday, 56 more cases have been confirmed, and that number does not include anyone who gathered in Lexington to protest over the last 10 days. As more and more businesses have reopened, officials say it becomes more important to observe the health department's guidelines to limit the spread. Keith, I still feel like we're doing a pretty good job. I mean, there's going to be more cases as we reopen.
Yeah, I just feel like maybe we got a little lax, things start opening up and we just start you go out and you start doing things as normal. You forget your mask, you forget to, wash your hands a little more than you were when this thing first started. So I just think it's a matter of, going back and remembering everything we were doing when it began.
Absolutely. Well, the pandemic also forced Kentucky's criminal justice system to release thousands of inmates as they awaited trial to avoid getting infected behind bars. Now it seems that the emergency plan has paid off. The Chief Justice of the state Supreme Court says less than 5% of those released early have been rearrested. It's the same rate of reoffending for the same period in 2019. So, Keith, that is good. That's really a positive thing.
It's pretty interesting, I think. And yeah, you're right. It is a positive thing and good to see that we were able to keep them healthy. And in return, they stayed out of trouble.
All right. Eastern Kentucky University has announced its plan for the 2020 fall semester. In-person classes will begin on August 17th and end the Wednesday prior to Thanksgiving, with online final exams taking place the week of November 30th. EKU will also eliminate its fall break to add 2 instructional days prior to the Thanksgiving end date. Keith, I'm glad to have a plan in place. I'm sure students are glad to have a plan in place. Part of me is like, if you've got classes in person in August, why are we changing everything else?
Yeah. I mean, it is a little bit of a surprise to me to see them coming back so quickly. Maybe they believe that the college students are going to do it a little bit smarter than maybe elementary school students might do it. So we'll see. I hope it's the right call. I love the fact that most of them are trying to get out by Thanksgiving, though.
Right, and a plan is in place, which is good. A recent survey found that up to 15% of Kentucky's child care providers may have to close permanently if federal aid isn't increased. Of course, those providers have been closed for weeks due to the pandemic. More than 2,100 across 106 of the state's 120 counties participated in the survey. And Keith, I know just from my own experience with my child's daycare, I mean, they lost so much money. I mean, so much.
Yeah, and the thing is too that they're asking for so much that's needed, but it seems like kind of a bad time because of what we've been going through. But it's so needed because we're all trying to get back to work, and there are families that need that child care.
Absolutely. Negotiations between Major League Baseball owners and the Players Association remain at an impasse, meaning the future for the Lexington Legends is uncertain. The ball club remains on the MLB chopping block for 2021, but the team president remains optimistic and says there are always other options for next season. Keith, I certainly haven't been to every minor league ballpark across the country, but I can't imagine there are too many single A's better than the one we've got.
Oh, for sure. Just the way they run this organization, the way they invite the fans in with so many different promotions and everything, the way they treat their players, it'd be missed here in Lexington for sure. So I hope that this is, just talk.
Yeah, the Legends are a first-class organization for sure. All right, tonight's wrap-up is next as Hey Kentucky continues.